when people meet you for the first time and they see you and they hear you, do they make assumptions? And what do you think that they get right and what do you think they get wrong?
It all depends if I have a speech problem. So, like, as in I'm speaking, right? I'll be like, "Da, da, da," I'll start to screw up. And then from there, they just kind of go, mm, you know, is this a prank? I go, what? But yeah, just certain things with that. But who I am, I, I would say I'm very outspoken. I just like to speak my mind. Of course, it depends who you're around, right? Because like, oh, I'm offended, all this stuff, but it's cool. But for who I am, I am. I would say I don't hold back, like, and at the same time, I don't. It's kind of hard to explain, but I would say how I am as a person. I'm just me. If you want to talk about something, I'm super simple. I'm a guy. Super simple, cool. Like shirt, pants, jeans. That's it. Like super simple. But I like to have fun as well. I like to joke a lot. But and again, it depends who you're around because it's like, oh my god. I was like, I didn't mean it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Super simple. I like to have fun, and that's it.
Yeah. I'm going to touch on that a little bit. Did you address your stutter? He has a stutter. Jay was born with a stutter.
Oh, yes. So with that, as long as I can remember, I've had it. It sucks for sure. But it's just something you know, each day I have to, like go to a job, speak to certain people. Certain people I don't speak to just because of, how it is.
Yeah.
Right. They're like, hey, I'm like, spit it out. Kind of. Some people do not actually let go, spit it out. But certain things over the years and 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 years of speaking to certain people, what is about to happen. Like if I'm speaking to you and you're just like, okay, I want to leave, and you're like kind of like here, yeah, but at the same time you aren't here. So I just go, oh, okay. And then I just kind of like stop it. But of course, certain things you have to be there and, like, oh, so this is what pressure feels like. This is what, so it sucks. You have to, I guess, like for me, you have to, of course, you got to speak to people if you want certain things.
Yeah.
Right. Um, but I would say overall, just I just have to do certain things to just speak and not let it hold me back.
Yeah.
Because if you just kind of sit home and go, oh, it's hard. Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah.
Does the pressure in that, does it affect your stutter? Do you find yourself getting stuck more when you feel like maybe somebody's not accepting or hearing you? Like there's.
Yes, it depends who it is, because for a lot of people, I don't care. Like, I don't care what they think about me and how I talk. I go, cool. Now I know what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending, because you have so many people who don't know that, I guess, me, who I am, or you got certain people with a speech problem, or it doesn't even have to be a speech problem, just something else. People don't know that, aren't exposed to that. So I could be that first one.
Gotcha.
And they go, people like that exist? I go, yeah, you're not perfect either. Here, I could kind of do certain things on them that I see, but I don't care. I don't have time for that. Oh, you're tall. You have a huge ear. Like, okay, thanks. Not talking to you again, like, okay, because I choose who I speak to now.
Yeah. It's your prerogative.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes people come with him and are respectful and understanding and are patient, and it's just like they treat you like a human being. But then there's other days when they just talk all over you. They do give you smirks, Right. And it's just kind of like, it's not right.
Yeah.
You know, and I love the way you've overcome that, because you've been very smart about it. Sometimes you take a moment to educate them, but you read the room,
Yeah.
and sometimes you don't. You know,
Mhm.
and I think that as you now, I think that's probably from talking to you, it seems like maybe something you did more when you were younger, and then as you've gotten older, you've gotten kind of more new skills or tools to kind of give a crap about, or not crap about.
Shit.
A bird.
That's crazy. Yeah, so in school, like,
Yeah.
it was bad, you know, but it all depends who you are around. Let's just say, in school, you should be around a certain group of friends who are like super good, and then of course have friends, and how you were saying, you have a certain group of friends who do this. Make as many friends as possible, and then of course, as you're in life, the after school, it just kind of it's away, right? Because kids, life, jobs, all the stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but in school, it was bad there, and at the same time, so when I was in school, I had hair that I had a fro. So how you were saying earlier, I'm white and part black. So whole other thing there. So in school, they were like, oh, just I would say not school was kind of harsh on me, like spit it out. You're dumb and all this kind of stuff, and you're black. So
Kids are mean.
yeah. So yeah, just certain things like that. And I'm like, I don't even know what the N word means because I was white. I kind of am still, but like,
Yeah, I
um,
didn't even know you were
Yeah.
until you told me. And then I had a
I was like,
moment. I'm like,
"What?"
wait, what?
you're like, he's mixed, I think. But yeah, like, yeah, like, so like with that, I didn't know what certain words mean. I go, okay, cool. And like, it's weird how certain people out there still, I guess, call whoever a certain name. I'm like, that stuff is over with ish. I'm gonna say ish on that because there are certain things that still happen. I go, why? Because you're better than them? Okay. So like certain things like that would happen in school. And I guess this is kind of why who I am now. I'm like, I don't care what you think about me. Yes, you are a great human being, hopefully. Um, but you know, as I sit with you and speak with you, you will kind of learn if I am or not. Um, but I go, oh hey, how's it going? And then boom. But school was kind of bad for sure.
Yeah.
So I just go, okay, not talking to you again. Like I just go, done.
So you built up some defense mechanisms.
Yeah, for sure. But then again, if hands weren't put on me, cool. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that, meaning like touching you, like
Yeah.
physically
Yeah.
assaulting you in ways like, so you were good. You learned to overcome the words, the looks, whatever, but it wasn't until they physically harmed you that became a problem. Wow.
Yeah.
And that is now like 3 stages too far.
But I'm stoked because I wasn't never harmed because of who I was around.
Yeah, tell us about that. It sounds like you built yourself a really good network.
Yes. So I was around four. No, I'm gonna say ish, right? Four, because you have you got certain people who are there. They're kind of off on their own thing, and then they come back. All this stuff. So yeah, all of us were super, in there because of sports. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to be home. Because then there are certain things we'll jump into, but I didn't want to be home, so I was always out.
Mm.
So we would just be out doing stuff, and of course, if you're in a certain sport, you meet people in that sport, and it gets
Mhm.
big, big, big.
Yeah.
And I've kind of seen now certain people don't screw with people who are up there. They're like, dang, he's good. He's so, and then you kind of, hey, how's it going? And then you go, "Duh, duh, duh," and then they go, he's cool still. Right. So I would say hop into like a sport or a hobby that you can actually meet other people and they see you for who you actually are.
Right.
Love that.
Yeah.
Then just like, oh, you're this, you're that. I go, okay, cool. But who are you as a person on the inside? You know?